Dusty.
Hey, folks.
Hey!
How are y'all doing? We are making fire cider.
Fire
today.
cider. You know we're making fire cider?
Mm-mm.
Because ours is almost gone.
Because ours is almost gone. And it's the season for not feeling well. As I touch my face. A lot of you are going out to parties. You're going to be going to Thanksgiving. You're going to be going to your in-laws' house with that one guy that you don't like hanging out with anyway because he coughs all the time and he wants to shake your hand. You know what I'm talking about. This is going to keep you safe from that. Bella has our wonderful age of technology where we can watch you and your live comments over here. So feel free to interact. We'll interact back. Ask all the questions you want. We're going to be talking about magic. We're going to be talking about fire cider, what it is, different potions, different stuff. And we were going to do this anyway, so we figured why not save it for posterity? Let everybody else watch it. We also have a live studio audience. We've got Midnight with us over here. Say hi, Midnight.
Hey.
We have Adis over here. Say hi, Adis.
Hey.
Hi.
And then, actually, we need a bucket to have all of this stuff in.
Oh, yeah, we need a slop bucket
And
really bad.
Maeve, can you get us a bucket and come say hi to the people? We also have a Maeve. Hi. What you got for us? Ooh, a bucket.
A bucket.
Yes, so
She
this
has
is-
a bucket right hand.
this is for all of the... Hey, we got 3 people watching. Hey, everybody. So this is for all of the stuff that we're going to put in. So look at all of this beautiful bounty. So we have
So many things.
Anise Heads. We have Rosehips and Sorrell, aka Hibiscus flower. We have oregano and oregano flower. We have thyme, peppercorns. These little guys here, don't forget them. They're
Oh,
hiding.
what are these?
These are cayenne, long thin cayenne peppers that we grew in our own garden. So, someone's saying something. I thought it's, oh, guys, okay, awesome. We've got turmeric. We've got horseradish. We have jalapeno peppers. We have garlic, onion, orange and orange zest, grapefruit, clementines, ginger, and lemon.
Mm-mm.
Oh, and Pablano. That's right. And really good, all natural, with the mother, that's important, cider. Apple cider vinegar.
I think we need more cayenne pepper, personally.
We have them hanging up over here.
Yeah, we need more. I think we need a lot of cayenne pepper because it's from the capsicum family. And there's a lot of ingredients in that are going to be super good for you if you're sick.
I grew myself, though.
Ooh,
They're
they're
really
awesome.
hot.
Okay, they're hot.
All right. So, we're going to start by giving these a chop.
With
Do
the
you want
chop.
any of these?
Okay, so I have a story about peppers. Dusty was like, we're going to chop up 21 jalapeno peppers. And I said, not without gloves, I'm not. Because one time, I cut up a bunch of peppers and I put them away. And about an hour after I was done chopping peppers with my bare hands, my hands started stinging. And they did not stop. And I went to bed that night with my hands sitting in a bowl of water. And I even called the emergency room. And they said, oh, honey, there's nothing we can do for you. You should use gloves next time. So, gloves with jalapeno peppers.
Gloves with jalapeno peppers.
And
yes,
are these
ma'am.
all washed?
They are not all
so
washed.
we need a big bowl of water. Get that.
So while Bella is off getting a big bowl of water, we have been growing peppers. I don't know if you can see them. They're hanging. You can kind of see right here. We got peppers hanging. Also peppers here. There's peppers here. Oh, I made my own hot chili oil the other day. And part of it involved whizzing up peppers inside of a Cuisinart. Well, the entire room filled up like it had been gassed. You know, mace is a spice. I maced the entire kitchen. Everybody had to run out. I was laughing and crying at the same time. You know I've really messed up if I'm laughing. It's the coyote in me. I don't know.
Yeah, or hurting sound.
Yeah, I said, yeah, I've messed up in some big way. If you hear a big crash and I'm laughing.
So do we have to peel all of these ginger?
Yeah. But peeling ginger is easy.
Oh,
I'm
no, I
gonna teach
wouldn't
everybody
think
to
we
do it.
would, because when they pickled
It
the
has to
ginger
be
before,
minced.
we did. Yeah, but you wouldn't have to peel that, would you? I don't know.
I mean, I guess you don't have
The
to.
pickled ginger that we had before was not peeled. I think if we wash it really good, we ought to be okay, because we're going to strain it all out, right?
Technically.
So then I think we're okay.
Okay, you heard it here first, folks. We are not going to peel
So-
the ginger.
Do we put seeds in and all?
Everything. Oh, that reminds me. So we're beekeepers, and so we have these awesome buckets that have a spout. These are very specialized buckets. Not all of you at home will have them, but if you do, this is a good thing to make with this because you can strain all the stuff out the bottom. And we're done with honey season, and this is going to be taken up for a month, so we're going to use this. And it's got a good lid, and it's food safe, and it's sterile. So everything we cut up, we're putting in there.
I have a question.
I have answers.
Well, how are we supposed to be cutting these peppers? Like just in
Diced.
slices, diced,
Diced.
dice and slice. I'm gonna move these. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it, Dylan?
I got a question.
Okay.
Are we gonna be able to wash all the residual like flavors out of the bucket?
Great question.
That is a good question.
If we can't, we'll get a new bucket.
We'll buy another bucket.
Yeah.
Do
Modern
that
solutions
ends
for
up,
modern problems.
huh?
That's right.
Yeah.
Also, we can try out some different things for neutralizing vinegar smell. If it comes to that, and that'll be fun in and of itself. So if y'all are having a good Samhain, we had a pretty good festival that we did, Hecate Sickle, and man, it was real good this year. It was real good this year. We had 10 different Maine rituals that people went to, each one hosted by a different face of Hecate, teaching about a different animal familiar and a different magical tool. It was so cool.
Baby, I put all of that in there. Why did I do that? Where are we putting it? Well, it's a good thing it was only one. That wasn't very bright of me.
I bet people are watching at home going, she's
She
putting
just-
those in the... Well, they'll figure it out. Now, I expect y'all to be in the comments.
Somebody could have said, Bella.
Actually, I don't think you have it open so that we can actually see comments.
You don't think I do?
I do not.
Okay. More?
Well, no, I don't think the comments either. Comments are usually over on the right-hand side, up higher. Yeah,
Oh,
there they
here.
are.
Ada said yummy. Okay, so then if you want me to I need a smaller bowl over here because I can't cross over you. That's what I'm going to have to get.
Maeve, can you get us a smaller bowl but still kind of big? Maeve's our helper. I would do it, but I am doing something else that is important.
Oh, no. So,
But yeah,
cooking is fun and an adventure no matter how you slice it.
laughing is good for the food. Hey, it's Maeve.
Hey, Maeve.
All right.
Thank you, Maeve.
You're welcome.
So are these small enough? I'm assuming you'd
Yeah.
have said something if they weren't, since you had to pick them all out of the thing there.
Yeah, they're good.
Fire cider. What if the fire gets to me? Can I tap out with one of our studio guests?
Nope.
Ah!
This is an endurance ritual,
no, I'm
baby.
committed. Oh no!
So if you're out there, let us know in the comments what you did for, sorry, I keep hitting the wrong button. Yay for replays. You haven't missed much
Hey,
yet.
Larissa.
So did any of you do anything fun for Samhain yet? We had our festival, and so we had it really early, so it's been really like a very relaxed and chill Samhain, which is saying a lot for people that run an international pagan church, because it's usually a super busy time of the year.
I know everybody else, we're watching everybody else run to and fro in a big hurry, and we're like, we finished. But we were running in September.
It was awesome, though.
It was a fantastic festival.
Also, if you make fire cider at home and you want to comment on the ingredients we're using, or you've got things that you use, or you want to know
Better technique. This is our first time.
Yep. We made a modified version of it about 2 years ago off of this recipe, yes. But we didn't have everything, and I didn't go shopping for the stuff. I just decided to make it out of the things we had.
Oh, that's probably one of them that I didn't drink.
It worked.
Did it?
Yeah. Also, if the feed is poor, I apologize. We live in the middle of the mountains, and one of the prices you pay for living in paradise is bad internet. So, poor internet. I'm not going to call it bad.
No, it's bad.
No, it's bad. So, we do our festival, and I was Hecate that was holding and teaching about rabbit and wand. And so I had an extendo staff, one of those secret extendo staffs that go from like this big to this big. And I had it hidden in my pocket, and I practiced for weeks getting that thing out of my pocket so that people wouldn't notice me getting it out of my pocket, so that it would just be kablam. Gotta love rural areas, folks are saying.
Oh, yeah.
One trick or treat and more this weekend. Oh, yeah, trunk or treat?
Fantastic.
I have to tell you about trunk or treat. We'll get back to talking about extendo staff. So, I think that it's awesome to have a safe place for kids to do trick or treating. But I, as the homeowner, no longer have the ability to appease the ghouls and demons so that they leave me alone.
Yeah, what about the actual ritual of protecting ourselves from the dead during the holidays?
Yeah, the kids provide a very important part of that ritual by embodying the ghouls and being like, yo, trick or treat. Here's your treat. I don't want tricked. So now we just...
trunk or treat is a trick.
Yeah, trunk or treat has removed the actual ritual. Now, ¿por qué no los dos? Why not both? So, I have been steadily learning. I got claps from our Hispanic audience member.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I think that we need to do both.
Yeah.
Let the kids have a safe place to trick or treat. Send the teenagers out to maraud the houses.
Yeah, send the teenagers out to go door to door for candy. Keep the kids at trunk or treat. See, now that's everyone.
This is how we're going to get elected governor.
The older, yes. Vote for us. I promise a cauldron in every yard.
Oh, I just think that it's a Christian trick to make the kids trunk or treat. It's so much. Of course, you know, Generation X, or I had we were out all night.
You're like, as a Generation Xer,
we had more than one costume. We would go out, or as soon as the kids started going out, and we would trick or treat, and then the kids would all do the neighborhood, and their parents would take them home, and we would change into better costumes and go back out. Better costumes and go back out and have a good time.
One had a mask, the other didn't.
And then, after we went around a second time to the neighborhoods, we would come back home and change a third time and hit all of the neighborhoods that were still open, because some of them were, and then the parties. It was great. It was great. Everybody would catch up with each other and eat Halloween candy until we were sick. It was awesome.
I have an uncle that is 1 year older than me, Hey, Uncle Denny. And one year, I don't know what got him to do this, but he traded me every candy bar in his bag for all of my Tootsie Rolls.
Oh.
I was like, is this a trick?
I'm in.
And he was like,
Where do I sign?
yeah.
Larissa says she thinks adult trick-or-treating needs to be a thing. I'm
here
with
for
you.
it.
Beyond taking a little.
If you come to my door, you're getting candy. I don't care
if
how
we
old
passed
you are.
out money or booze.
Money or booze.
One of those.
Ooh, trick or drink.
You know, in Hispanic countries, don't they pass out money? I know they do in Puerto Rico because my Puerto Rican friends said as much.
Not in Mexico.
They were like, y'all give candy? No, you don't think so?
No, as far as I know.
That's what they told me.
I mean, it could be Puerto Rico. I'm
Puerto
just saying,
Rico
I
is-
said I'm not in Mexico.
Puerto
Yeah.
Rico is not a Hispanic country. It is
Oh.
an American territory
Well,
or a U.S. territory.
people with Latin customs.
Ah, see. Now, yes. Ooh, you got those almost done?
Those peppers are done.
Man,
Those
that was
peppers
good.
are done. 21 jellies, yo. 21 jellies.
Jalapeno. What do you call the part of the Gorgon's head that controls the snakes?
I don't know, Dad. What do you call the part of the Gorgon's brain that controls the snakes?
The Medusa oblongata. Yeah. One of the greatest moments of my whole comedic life was I got to tell that joke at the Parthenon to the person working at the Parthenon, and she rolled her eyes and then said
Look.
bad dad joke to a girl
Yeah.
Bella and I were dating. It was funny.
Oh gosh.
Rolled her eyes. Bad dad joke.
It was, is, and remains.
But
to
I
be.
made that bad dad joke up, so I'm proud of it.
I mean, why can the blind guy not see the well?
I don't know, Bella. Why can't the blind guy see the well?
Because he don't see well. That was made up by our niece. She's brilliant and beautiful and wonderful. And her name is Izzy.
Izzy. She's good. Isabel. Hey, Isabel.
I'm going to tell you, it's really hard putting all of these delicious poblanos, which are my favorite pepper, into this thing. I want to eat them. Now you have to feed me poblanos for dinner. How can we escape this torture?
By going to the Mexican restaurant down the street.
Yay! I give into the tribute.
I give you the tribute.
Your offering is well accepted. Okay, what's next? I have all the peppers done. Look, look, look.
The next thing I need you to do is show them our, take those off and throw them away. And go wash your hands.
Look, when you take gloves off, you turn them inside out.
That's right.
I learned that from the military.
And then please wash your hands with soap.
Yeah.
Try to get the caps, anything that might have gotten on them off. And when you come back, will you please bring your honey potion that you've been making so we can show it to the people and explain what's in it?
Yes, I sure will.
We've been doing so much stuff. For you that are here, I'm really excited because we're going to share the things we've just been doing quietly at the house that are magic. And it's been pretty great. So, we started keeping bees last year.
Oh, yeah,
and-
we have a little bit of honey for sale. We have like 13 jars left.
We do have honey for sale. You
You
can, I
want
don't
the
know,
goddess's honey.
is it actually for sale on the website?
I think it is, yeah.
If you go to wiccancauldron.com, you could probably find it there.
This is our blue ribbon honey. We're
This-
not putting a label on it because it's a blue ribbon honey and we're saving that.
Yep, that honey won blue ribbon at the fair. So,
State fair.
state fair, not just some local fare, but the state fare. Now, you want to tell us about that, baby?
So this is garlic honey. You see how thin it is? Like that is because the garlic has.
You should get up there and hold it up in front of them so they can see, because you can't really see it from back here.
Well.
Yeah, that's good.
So it's got lemon and garlic in it. Lemon
And cayenne.
and cayenne. Ooh, because I learned cayenne's really good for you.
How long does it take to make that?
I mean, you kind of, once you make it, you keep making it. And as you get low on it, you just add stuff to it. You add more fresh garlic and more fresh lemon and stuff like that. And then it just kind of keeps making itself. But as soon as it starts getting liquidy like this, you can start using it.
It ferments. So when you fill that up with the garlic, you fill it up with the lemon, you fill it up with the cayenne, then you add honey to the top and you seal it. And in the next couple days, you'll start seeing that the lid has bubbled out a little bit because it's fermenting. And then you just keep popping it and you'll see bubbles. And after about 2.5 months, the fermentation process will end, which means it is at max potency. And then you can start in earnest using it, and as it gets low, you add more stuff, and you'll see the fermentation process start back up again.
So I'm assuming same with the onions as the peppers. It's just the same.
Yep.
Same dice and slice. Chop it into.
Chopping and slopping. So, I'm doing the long one myself because
You're doing the garlic because I don't like my hands to be sticky.
There are some tricks with not getting your hands sticky with the garlic, though. First off, don't crush it. If you crush it, you'll mix the two. There are 2 different compounds inside of a garlic clove. I wish I knew the names of them. If you know the names of them and want to put them in the chat, please feel free. That are separate inside of the clove. Mashing them mixes those 2 substances together, which gives you the garlic taste and the garlic smell. It's also sticky. So when you notice, if you've been peeling garlic for long periods of time and you have crushed these while you're doing it, it gets sticky. That's also why we use a garlic press, and we mash garlic through that press because it lets out as much flavor as possible. So, you got your garlic clove. What I like to do is give it a little twist, not a big twist, just enough that it breaks the skin. And you can tell when it happens. And then you can just take the whole garlic clove unmolested out. I'll show you again. Get all the extra skin off, and when it's down to its last skim, you give it a little twist. Pull off this little end here, and everything will just kind of unroll, unfurl. You can also, I got a fork out to do it.
Can I just put this in there?
Yes, ma'am.
Because the
Watch that.
onion, I was seeing it. The onion is bright and causing my eyes unhappiness.
Mm-hmm. So someone said, gotta love that rural life. Teresa did.
Oh, I love it, yeah.
We do. We always say that it's the price you pay for living in paradise. You've got slower internet, further to go to the grocery store. You know, it's a...
With no television, we don't get TV.
No, we don't get TV.
No, we watch the YouTube.
We do have internet, but we don't have fiber or anything like that. We have decent internet. It's not dial-up. It's technically high speed, but it's high speed, just regular internet, not high speed fiber. Which is why you're getting a little bit of a grainy show, and I apologize for that. What do people say? Adult trick-or-treating's happened. They looked it up. Cysteine sulfoxides and Y-glutamyl L-cysteine peptides. Garlic compounds. Yeah. Oh man, I wish we had a Dollar General in walking distance. We have to go
35 minutes to a Dollar General.
Yeah, we have to go about 20 minutes down the road to a place called the Family Grocer, which is, we're very lucky to have it so close. Honestly, there's a lot of places as rural as us that are in a much crazier food desert. than we are. But and there's a couple restaurants down there. Like, we're actually kind of blessed with good restaurants just out in the middle of nowhere, because there's a ski lodge up the mountain. So we get a couple good places to eat, but nothing in walking distance. The closest place to eat to us is open like 4 days a week, and it is like a 2.5 mile, 3 mile walk, would you say, into town to the Bush House?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like 2 miles.
2.5 miles? No.
No, 1.5.
1.5 to the Bush House?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. But then after that, it's another 1.5 miles to the bar. And then after that, it is 8 miles to food. Or to the grocery store. Larissa, I appreciate you looking that up. You're awesome. But, yeah, we're out in the middle of nowhere. We got bobcat, we got bear, we've got cougar, mountain beaver, regular beaver,
Regular beaver, honey badger.
There's a trucker out here named Little Beaver. Anyone out there a fan of Smokey and the Bandit? One of the truckers is a girl, and she's like, "Hey, Bandit, this is Little Beaver." That's her handle. Smokey and the Bandit's such a good movie. Like when Snowman says, "Oh, Bandit, I can't do it. I got a load of manure to take to Conyers in the morning. I used to live in Conyers." That is literally all there is worth doing there is hauling manure. So, hi. Oh, well, and meeting Bella. But now that Bella doesn't live there, there's just the manure thing.
Okay. The onions, they get to you.
You know, I have always found that if you're having a bad day and you got some stuff that you really need to like process, you should just cook something with onions, because then you can just tell people it's the onions, right? I wish I made that up, but I didn't. It's from Yo Grandma Sucks creator Jack, whatever his name is. I gotta hike up these rocks. I know you like Bella's chainmail shirt with the elbow patches, because I love Bella's chainmail shirt with the elbow patches. Dukes of Hazzard. Okay, interesting fact. Dukes of Hazzard is, Hazzard County is actually Porterdale, Georgia.
Yeah, Rockdale and Covington.
Yeah, Porterdale, Rockdale, and Covington. I lived in Porterdale.
Porterdale's in Covington.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I lived in Hazzard. So I lived in Porterdale.
It's a hazard to live in
Woo.
Porterdale. So should I just put these in the water to wash them?
Sure.
I might have to have another break. My eyes are stinging.
Hey, you take the breaks you need to take. Oh.
Okay.
You know, I bet you if you wash out that bowl that's got all that stuff in it, it's acting like a smell cannon. Because that's what happens. Is the bowl is filled with it and it's got the opening, so it's just like boom. That's always fun.
Actually, supposedly, when you touch metal, it's supposed to take the onion smell out of it. But
Nice.
I don't know, man.
Thank you for
White onions or something.
those white onions. That's why we got those white onions, because they are bright. Thank you for whoever gave us a thumbs up. Do very much appreciate it. And for everyone that's hanging out. We figured we were going to be doing this anyway, and so we should just go live, talk about magic, teach people how to make fire cider, and have it for the rest of our lives. We just watch this video about how to make it, and we'll post the recipe, which I got written up into soft copy, in the comments when we're done, so you can come back, and I guess I could put it in the description. So for those that might not know, we're the Aquarian Tabernacle Church. The ATC has been around since 1979, working for pagan rights. We're the first pagan church to gain full recognition as a legal church for in paganism. There were other people that were religious nonprofits, but that is not the same as a church designation. We also have an umbrella 501c3, which gives us the right to create other 501c3s or nonprofits underneath us without them having to go through the government. We go through the government for them. Much different process. If anyone out there is used to having nonprofits or running nonprofits or
You
any
want
of
to
those
be
things,
a pagan church, we make it easy.
if you want to be a pagan church, we make it easy. If you want to run a legal nonprofit that helps the goddess and her mission of being a steward of the earth, we can help you make that nonprofit. The ATC helps small pagan organizations have big church resources because we deserve to be on equal footing with other faiths. That's what we do.
These are filthy muddy.
Filthy muddy. You should get a brush.
That's what I was thinking too. Get a brush.
Do we have a veggie brush?
I don't know.
I bet we have a veggie brush.
I bet we do.
a veggie brush.
That's what I'm used to using.
I don't know what one of those look like.
It's
It's
just
the other one that look for one.
Yeah. I don't-
They usually look like the same kind of brush you would use on your fingernails.
That's what I was gonna say. We have that brush in there that we use on our fingernails, but that's it. Not that
I
anybody
thought we,
uses
for
it
some
on
reason,
anything.
had a white one that had like 2-finger hole dealy going on.
Yeah, these are dirty. These are dirty, dirty, dirty.
They are dirty.
Yeah, they're filthy.
Okay, we figured out.
Yeah.
So I used to know this guy. Trigger warning. This story has to do, or has us working on a farm, and we were culling a herd of ducks.
Ooh,
So
that's why there's a trigger warning.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, ducks. What are you gonna do? So I used to know this guy. We're going to call him Byron. So Byron was an anarchist with a garden farm thing in his yard, and he was pretty much eccentric. He had punji stick pits inside of his garden, so if people broke into his house or tried to come onto his lawn, they would, I don't know, fall into a punji stick pit. I don't know. But we went over to his house one day, and because we would help him with his garden. And he said, "Just in time, boys. I was getting ready to cull these ducks. See, I started with 3 Indian runner ducks. I want 7, and I have 14. So we need to get to culling the ducks." And he asked us for help. So we spent the next afternoon working the farm. If you've ever had to kill a chicken or kill a duck, it's just like you would think it was. Even if you haven't, it's just like they say it is, you know, chicken with its head cut off sort of thing, only with ducks. Now, there was one duck that would not let us cut its head off. And he went, "You're smart, I like you," and threw him back into the pen and got a different duck. But when it was all said and done, the guy said, "I'm going to give each of you a duck to take home to your family and eat." And I was like, "Oh, I'm homeless, so I'll just cook my duck here." And so I crushed up plums, and I took oranges, and I stuffed the duck, and I cooked it, and it was absolutely one of the most delicious things in the entire world. So fast forward to that Christmas, Byron has invited us over to his house for his yearly Christmas party, which had 100 people at it. It was a huge ordeal. And he said, "Well, boys, you did such a good job with those ducks. I want you to cook my goose." Now that's foreshadowing, kids. So he says, "I have a deep fryer outside, and we're going to deep fry this goose." Well, it was winter in Ohio, and it was windy, and we couldn't get the fire to stay lit. So we turned it up really high and
Oh no.
went inside
Oh,
and
no.
proceeded to party. Yeah, so enough eggnogs later that I don't remember,
Ooh.
we hear someone come in and go, "The goose is cooked!" And we all, me and my friends, look at each other and realize at the same time that we have not been taking care of that goose. And we're hoping that maybe the fire has been blown around enough that it didn't completely destroy the goose. Well, that didn't happen. And the entirety of the dinner was ruined. We had burned through the pan. We had burned through the goose. We had created charcoal from tissue.
Oh man, I did that one time at a what is that? One of those things you're outside, Sweat Lodge.
Right.
We fasted all day, and the fire got so damn hot that it turned all of the food into charcoal, and we had nothing to eat after a long, grueling day of Sweat Lodges. I have an idea.
Okay.
Instead of spending, I don't know how much time grinding these, we could put them in the food processor and do them the modern way.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to peel them? You looked at me like you wanted me to peel them.
Well, if you're going to grind them up like that, then it's just mash. But give it a shot.
What do you want? That's not what you want, then that's not what you want. I don't know. Tell me.
Well, I'm used to making food for you. So, I was fully planning on peeling them, grinding them, so on and so forthing them.
You
That's also
mean
why I got you
mincing them?
this.
Yeah, you mean mincing them?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay.
I have to come to terms with that in my mind. Okay.
You'll be alright. You're good. I'll help you.
Well, I just don't think that.
Do you know what I've been doing for the past 30 minutes?
Yeah.
I want to have some sympathy for you. I really, there might be something at the bottom of this. Hold
Do
on.
you know that I've done all of the rest of it while you're doing that? And that I was starting on this, but maybe I'm thinking I should turn to citrus.
I take back what I said. Please do the ginger.
Okay, so you're saying this is an endurance ritual.
This is an endurance ritual.
Okay, see, you know,
We're
I don't
paying
do
it
endurance rituals. How did I get here? By trickery. See,
By
you should never
trickery.
trust the coyote. You find yourself ass deep in God knows what swamp, and there's no getting out of it. That's what happens. Be careful.
I got a coyote story. So, I teach at Wolstenstein Theological Seminary, and I teach a class on animal totems. And one of the students, we did a meditation with coyote. And this particular meditation is toward the end of the year, so you fully have gone through all these meditations all year. And this one is very free flow because I like coyote. I like the messages coyote brings. They're tricky, but they're not mean. And so, but you should be at least a little adept before you just go off with coyote. So it's the end of the year. I send them off, and this girl comes back, and she is mad. She says, I love cats. And I went and saw Coyote, and he was just sitting on a hill with a dead cat in his mouth. And when I walked up, he spit the dead cat all bloody and nasty at my feet, and he said, eat it. And I woke up. She's like, all coyotes are cat murdering monsters. And I said, okay, I understand why you would feel that way. As the teacher, I need to find a way to turn this into a teachable moment for my student, right? So I say, I'm going to go talk to Coyote on your behalf. So I go and I do my own meditation, and I go see Coyote, and I say, hey, I'd like to talk to you about Anna and her vision. And the Coyote says, oh, I remember her. Yeah, I was actually just about to go get some food. Why don't you come with me? And I said, okay. And so in the vision, he takes me over to to find some mice at his favorite place to hunt mice, but there's no mice there. The little den is empty. So then he takes me and says, well, I know where there's some eggs. So he takes me over to some nests, and there's no eggs there. It's just an empty nest. And he says, okay, well, I know where there's some bunnies. We can try to go there, but I don't usually go there because you have to crawl through their little thicket and, prickers. But we'll go. So we go, and we crawl through the thicket. And when we get to the center of the thicket, there is a cat sitting in the center of the thicket with mice and birds and rabbits all dead around it. And none of them eaten, and all of them just dead. And the cat meowed at us, and the coyote ate the cat, and I came back. And so what I had learned was that coyote doesn't want to eat cat. Cat has taken the place of all of the food coyote wants to eat by killing all of that food and then not even eating it. So that was a pretty heavy message, and I went and I told my student about it, and they said, I really appreciate you telling me that and doing that journey, because you're right, cats do a lot of damage, and I didn't think about the fact that coyote didn't used to eat cats until cat came here. I said, yep. So, it was good. That's my coyote story.
It's a good story.
I was rattling off at the head. We lost a viewer while I was telling that story, so it wasn't that good.
I'm sure that they just had to go do something.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm just goofing. I'm not doing this for viewers. I am doing it for the viewers that are here. I'm not doing it to collect numbers. I'm excited about sharing magic with people that want to learn about it. And you've heard all of my stories. I need new people to tell them to.
You need yeah, that's true. I almost said, oh, is this the one about the cat? But then I figured that I would leave it. I tried to be a good wife. This is tedious. Just saying. So I think we should sing and dance. No, just kidding. No, just kidding. But
Hava Nagila.
I was gonna say, but how do you combat a tedious task with magic? See? Bring it back around. So,
Raise energy.
Raise energy, have a good time, yeah. So, telling a story is definitely a way to raise energy. What are other ways to raise energy?
The Great Right.
It was great, right? And singing and dancing are definitely some of them. And then journeying and meditation. What are other paths of power? What are other ways to raise energy?
Oh, paths of power.
Chanting.
Chanting. That's one. Drugs
Journeying,
and the use of potions
which is what we're making right now.
is a potion.
So then that means, what kind of energy do we need to be putting in this potion?
Healing.
Healing energy,
And protection energy.
protection,
Longevity.
fire cider. So I'm thinking that means we should put like immunity. So
Yeah.
more like warrior energy.
Okay.
You know, fire. I don't know that you would want to put soft, smooth, healing energy into fire cider. I think you would want to put get the hell out of my body energy.
Combative, white
Yeah.
blood cell.
Yeah, calling all white blood cells to the battle energy. Yeah?
Okay. I like that.
Okay, so let's
So,
think about
Mars.
that. Mars.
Aries,
Invoke some Mars into all this stuff. Aries.
Athena, Shango, a little passion,
Atalanta, so it'll be fast.
Atalanta, so it'll be fast. Let's see.
What other warriors what other warriors help us put energy into it? My little super spilled me. Yeah, we raised a lot of energy. Yeah, let's help me put some energy into this. Give us ideas of names of deities that we can put into the fire cider.
Tyr,
Odin is a general, but would he be
I would be
considered
more
fire?
Or
Thor.
Yeah.
Thor.
Tyr would definitely be considered fire. He put his hand in a fucking, excuse my language.
Ooh.
He put his hand in the Fenris wolf's mouth. That's a fiery activity right there. You don't do that from the earth altar.
You know, I'm getting a lot of energy off of just making this fiery. Like, I feel it in my eyes. I feel it in my nose.
This is awesome.
Making all this stuff.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
I appreciate the folks that are hanging with us too.
me too. See if they put any gods in. Hecate, is Hecate
She's
a
always
fire
good.
goddess?
Oh, she's the torch.
Yes, okay.
Yeah,
The
she
torch
definitely.
of Hecate to show you how
all
you got
goddess.
sick and what you need to do to heal.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
And
illuminating torch.
Illuminating the way to wellness.
Yes.
So, is Asclepius okay to put in here?
I would think so.
He's not a warrior, but here we lost something.
We lost something?
Oh, we're back. Okay. I was like, oh no. Hecate's awesome though. Apollo. Not only is he the sun, but he's the god of plague, medicine.
Yeah.
Certain aspects of Aphrodite.
Ah,
I
to
like it.
remind you that you're loved. You know, a lot of times we get sick and we forget that people love us, and that makes us sicker. And that was a big problem with COVID. People would get COVID and they would feel like nobody cared about them. It didn't, you know, like you really needed to call people and let them know you cared about them
While they were
while
ill.
they were sick with COVID, and then help them get better faster.
Yep. That's true.
Yeah. Giving them medicine, chicken soup. One time, this girl, I gave her some pho broth, and she said, "Oh my God, the fact that you brought me soup was all I needed. It was just the fact that you cared enough to make me soup and bring it to me in my bed." Yep. Sometimes that's all you need is to be reminded that you are loved.
Yep, that's the dang truth. That's the dang truth. Oftentimes when they make fire cider, they'll have fire cider parties and a bunch of people get together. Everyone brings different ingredients. They all make it together
Yeah.
and then they all take some when it's done because it's a big project, as you can see. Now, our recipe that we're
I thought
using
that was
here,
what we were going to do today.
our recipe that we have here comes from Maine. A good friend of mine, Chris Packard. This is his recipe with a little added extra of that we had a small amount of rose hips, but not enough for the recipe. And we were trying to figure out what is it that the rose hips add. And one of the things it has to add is vitamin C. And so what we decided is we were going to take some hibiscus, also known as Egyptian sorrel. If you're Hispanic, you may know of the drink Jamaica. It's spelled Jamaica, but it's pronounced Jamaica. That is made from the same stuff. So, red hibiscus flower. Kind of like the same thing that's in red zinger tea. Let's see who we got here. Aset, Heka, Imhotep? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Now, I hate to go to the lost century, but what about the Aten? He's the sun. Belle's like, I hate the Aten. It's
I tried to hold it back, and you ran me away.
I think
I
it's
have to
awesome that
sit
you don't
now.
like. I think it's awesome that you do not like the Aten.
Oh. God almighty. I need towels. I'm sorry. I gotta have towels. All right, there we go. There we go.
I have spoken Belle's kryptonite.
Oh, yes, you have run me away. I can't even. I can't hear. This is for you. I've got to sit down. The whole time I was on Wife Swap, I got to go to this one thing where they had this really cool, what was it called? Chair, gold chair, right? And it had all this stuff on it. And I stood there and told them all about all of the hieroglyphics and stuff and everything all about the chair and the people that were on the chair and the mythology behind them and all of that stuff. And it was...
You never used a bit of it.
They didn't use a bit of it, but it was Nefertiti and Akhenaten and the Aten worship. And I was grr. But instead of being grr about it, I was all cool and I used all my self-discipline to be nice and talk about how Akhenaten brought monotheism to the Egyptian culture and hated him for it, and they destroyed all of his tombs and stuff, and you have almost nothing. Everything that was in King Tut's tomb actually belonged to Akhenaten and Nefertiti, and they were co-regents. One of the few times that you had co-regents. They were not king and queen. They had equal power as kings.
You were on Wife Swap?
Yes, I was on Wife Swap.
It's called the Thompson Ascom episode.
It's on Hulu right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can get to see when me and Dusty were young.
They made me move out of the house. They made the ex-husband move back in. So from the get-go, it was scripted.
Yeah, it was not what was really happening. You just have to know that it was not. I was mad about it, but...
What you gonna do? That's what it's Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were like, we wrote up your rules. And I was like, I don't want these rules. And they were like, well, these are the rules that we wrote for the show. And I said, yeah, but I would never come up with these rules. These rules suck. And they put them up on the wall. And I said, they won't step on the wall. And they kept falling down. And I said, I told you they weren't going to step on the wall. I'm not going to have it. I don't want those rules. And the dad said, it's because of the tape. Because they didn't have enough tape on the back of the poster. And I said, oh, do you want me to make it stay up here now? And I touched it. And it didn't fall down. They went and got more tape. It was up like, I don't know, 30 minutes while they were going to go get more tape. The reason it didn't have enough tape is because they ran out. But it never fell down. So dude came and he showed up and he put more tape on it and he put it up on the wall. And the last thing, that it never fell down again. So the husband said, I get it. He said, here's what happened is she said it would not step on the wall and it didn't step on the wall. And then she said that it would step on the wall and it stayed up on the wall. And it doesn't matter whether or not it was the tape or the wind or any other thing. She said this would happen and that happened and that's witchcraft. And that's how he ended.
And they didn't show that either, which is such a good line. Like they cut.
No, I think they did. They said he says everybody needs a little witchcraft in their life.
Yeah, but they don't show that.
They don't show that
part.
whole thing.
Yeah.
It was really good. He had a life-changing moment. We made really good friends, and then his wife came home all freaked out because of my ex-husband, and we did not stay in touch. But we got along like peas and carrots. But I get along with men. A lot of my best friends have always been men. They're simple. They're easy. You don't have to fight with them over silly things.
Well, see, not women. They're simple for women because men aren't usually competing with women, and women aren't usually competing with men. But women compete with each other, so they're like, man, being friends with women's tough. And men are like, I don't have a lot of guy friends.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Because they compete with you?
I mean, yeah. Just for different stuff. Even if it's just bragging. You ever hung out with dudes?
I guess.
They brag.
I guess they're not fun to hang out with in mass. They're a lot more fun in
Everything has to do with
one-on-one, right?
I was one time hanging out with my buddy. We were in the woods. We're having a good time. We're running up hills. We're climbing on rocks. And he stops in the middle of us having a good time and goes, I kind of feel like you're competing with me. And I went, no. We're running on rocks and jumping across crevasses and just having a good time. And he was like, okay. But it's so ingrained that...
He felt that way even though you weren't doing it.
Totally.
Well, that's abuse. You perpetuate it onto yourself once the abuser's gone.
Well, actually, that dude's parents, pretty abusive.
Well, there you go.
That whole family, the boys from that family were not treated well. It's too bad because I was a fan. There's 3 brothers in that family, and I'm a fan of all of them. But they've all got a lot of demons because of the way they were raised. But we were all raised by cavemen.
That's true.
Our parents didn't know what they were doing. They just knew they got their asses whooped harder than they whooped ours. And so that hat should be good enough. Right?
Is it true?
My parents would go, you're not abused. I don't burn you with cigarettes. I'm like, that's the fucking, excuse my language.
You have a bed to sleep in. You have clothes to wear. You have food to eat. You're not abused. Cry, baby.
Yeah.
I'll give you something to cry about. Be glad you're not dead.
You're not abused. I'll give you something to cry about.
Rush into this world. I'll take you out.
Adults. Here's my favorite one. You're very little and I'm mad, so I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Uh,
Although I wouldn't hit somebody my own age because they'll put me in jail for that. That's a crime.
but I will hit my child
My
because
child?
I own it.
Yeah.
Walked in. Hey, we've got a new member of the audience. Say, hey, John.
Hello.
Hey, John.
Hey, John. We'll make a fire cider for the people at home on YouTube.
They will love this.
Well, this, I'm telling you,
Tell me.
I can't, my hands
You're
will
almost
keep,
done.
no, babe. No, baby.
What? No, you're almost
Baby. You're funny. You know I'm not almost done. Okay. All right.
Yes, Maeve?
How does fire cider make yeast come out of you?
Ooh.
How does fire cider make yeast come out of you, Bella?
This is what I love about babies. They have the best questions.
They do.
So,
Maybe we should talk about yeast first.
interesting thing about candida and yeast. We live in a yeast-rich environment. So much so that you can literally make yeast from the air. You have yeast in your body, especially if you eat the American diet, because we have an acidic diet. And what happens in the body is that yeast moves into the cell because it doesn't live in it doesn't just live in your body like a parasite.
So you can't just take something to get rid of it. It moves into the cells. So it lives inside the cell wall. And the only way that you can get rid of yeast is to alkalize your body and make it move out.
There's 3 different states that a substance can be. It can be acidic, basic, or alkaline. Basic is things like soap.
Basic and alkaline are the same thing.
Basic and alkaline are the same.
So in order to get the
That's not
yeast
true.
to move out, we're not going to argue science. I'm just going to tell you the answer to the question. Might be an interesting revelation later. The cider alkalizes your body and causes the yeast to move out. So that's how it gets the yeast to leave your body. Because it is a living organism that sees you as a big apartment building. And it's there partying with all its buddies. And it's really, really happy. And if you start alkalizing, his buddies will start moving out. And they'll start moving out in waves. And you'll start being able to tell because you will itch in different places. Like maybe this month your scalp is itchy. And then that'll go away, and then something else will be itchy, and you can tell that that's where the yeast is evacuating from your body. And they say, and when I say they, I mean healers that know about candida, that it takes a month to cleanse for every year that you've had yeast. So most of us were born with yeast because of the American diet. You just have to have alkalizing your body be a long-term endeavor that you're constantly working on doing. Does that answer your question? More information than you wanted to know? Yeah.
Way more.
Way more.
Way more.
Sweet thing. I love you so much. Oh my goodness. Do you have any more questions that I'm going to give you more information than you want to know about?
How much does it cost to make a batch fire cider?
Too much.
How much?
Seriously, it's like $150. Yes.
How much apple cider vinegar can you use to make one big batch of?
Fire cider?
Yeah.
2 gallons.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, especially when they come. See it how they're out there. How many quarts are in a gallon, Maeve?
I don't know that yet.
So how much is in one of these bottles?
A quart?
A quart. And how many quarts are on the table?
How many quarters are in $1?
How many quarts are on the table?
Quarters? Make $1.
Quart and quarter have the same root word.
8.
There are 8 on
There
the
are
table.
8 on the table.
You're
So
right.
if there are 2 gallons going into the fire cider and there are 8 fire cider quarts on the table, then how many quarts are in a gallon?
4.
Very good.
Good job.
Very good.
And just like there are 4 quarters in a whole dollar, there are 4 quarts in a whole gallon.
That's funny.
And true.
I am the funniest. Don't know if you knew.
I already knew from the fart joke that you made my mother laugh at. She never laughs at fart jokes.
I don't remember what part joke I said, but
Farts are always
must have
funny.
been funny.
I farted and then you said, "Don't give us coronavirus."
Yeah, that is.
Good night,
That is
Janelle.
funny. Oh gosh.
Hi, Ramsey.
I have an imperial system measurement for you.
Yes.
How long is a furlong?
How long is a furlong?
3.4 miles?
I don't know. It's 220 yards.
That's it?
Mhm.
Furlong, like 220 yards? I think 3.7 miles. I know that 3 buttloads is an ass load and 3.7 ass loads is a furlong, so
I don't know about that, but
I do.
yeah.
I went to clown college.
What?
I didn't go to college.
My favorite
I mean-
unit of measurement's the tad.
You
The tab?
Tad.
Oh,
You measure it on a
What's your
tadpole.
board called?
I see the cart is almost full.
So that was Ramsey, our wonderful child whom we love. I don't know, but you know what furlong is? 3.7 miles? I don't know where I pulled that from. Math lessons included tonight. Heck yeah. Math is included in cooking.
It's one of the fun things about being around me is that if there's an opportunity to educate, I take it. It's also very irritating, I understand. From Maeve.
Maeve, do you think that we're very irritating?
No. But you're very funny.
I love you, Maeve. I have to sit down.
Do it. Ah, it's my time to shine. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but here I am. I could tell other crazy ass stories.
Yeah.
So one time, I'm at festival. It's a pagan festival, and this story is not gonna go where you think it's gonna go. So we're at a pagan festival, and at pagan festivals, there's a lot of great writing going on, right? A
Greenwooding.
lot of greenwooding. And when you're greenwooding at a pagan festival, you need to be careful and use protection because you don't know. You don't know. You're meeting people in the woods, right? Use protection. Well, my friend Forrest did use protection. And when it was over with, he lost track of the protection and it got left on the hill. Well, a little later that evening, my friend Dean
Oh, God.
is sitting. Poor
Oh,
Dean.
I can't sometimes.
Dean is sitting on the hill. He's sitting back and he's having himself a smoke break from a long day of work because we all were volunteers at the festival ground.
You should not tell him.
You're the one who left me on camera
You
by
should
myself.
not tell this.
So, mindlessly, while Dean is sitting there smoking with his shoes off, he mindlessly works his toe inside of something as he's sitting there. Something wet.
Dusty. You're gonna lose more viewers.
I'm gonna lose more viewers. That's okay. So he looks down, and he has Forrest's prophylactic on his toe, and we just hear Dean scream through the woods, "Why?" And so we go running because we think, someone's hurt. Dean's very accident prone. So we get there, and Dean is just mad because he has stuck his toe in a used condom.
Dylan's gonna take my place.
And he said, so we start for the rest of the evening calling him Prophylacto. and a good story was born. And
Do you need me to
another
help you
nickname.
get into that?
Maybe.
No, you put your arm through. No, you put it back on your head. Put your arm through the left one. Nope, the other one. Put your arm through right there. Now put that one on your head. Over your head.
What?
Over my head.
Yep. And then stick your arm through.
Through there?
Ah, shoot. That first one's backwards. Let me help you. I have to sit
Are
down.
you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? So this is one of the coolest aprons that I've ever seen. It was made for me by a dear, beloved student friend. Arm back through here. Okay, and then this way.
Oh,
Now you,
well, that's pretty nifty.
I know it's super
Like
cool.
you don't have to tie it.
Yeah, it's really
Wow.
nice.
That's so
Nice.
pretty. I want to store that
So do I
at that for
start dealing with
100
it?
hours.
Yep. This is midnight.
Yeah. Do you see the bowl of stuff that I got going on there?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're shifting out. Adis,
Yes, ma'am.
get ready to be thrown in for the third shift.
Okay.
Whew. Somebody just said, so, no, I'm just messing around, sweetheart. You take me seriously.
I'm here for the duration.
That's pretty. They're saying that's pretty. So Cassidy makes the prettiest tie-dyes, I swear. She is an artist.
They're very rich in their color, very vibrant.
I've got a Cassidy original over here, Maeve. Do you like the tie-dye?
If I could, I would just.
Do you know what tie-dye is?
She has tie-dye stuff. She wears
Yeah,
tie-dye.
so do you see the design on his apron?
Mm-hmm.
On her apron? That is a tie-dye. You have to make it by tying stuff
And then dyeing it.
and then dyeing it in stages.
That's why it's called tie dye.
Yes.
You know, the guy that invented tie-dye, he used to name a lot of different stuff, but most of it didn't stick. Like, he tried to call missiles zoomy boomies. That didn't work. Yeah.
I like that name better.
He tried to name lobsters stabby crabbies. That didn't stick either.
Accurate.
Yeah.
You have to know that Dusty's got, like, most of his stories are, based in truth.
He was also called jackrabbits runny bunnies.
But he says it all as though it is true, so you have to take it with a grain of salt. Do you want salt? I have salt in the cabinet.
No.
That, all of
Cassidy
that.
wrote her name on a mushroom, and now she feels guilty because she took a picture of it, and every time that she looks at it, she feels guilty.
Oh.
And I'm still laughing at that. It
Yeah.
looked like this mushroom. It looked like this right here, except it was a mushroom.
Ah, mushrooms look like that.
A big bill.
Oh man, we went mushroom hunting one time this season, and I guess we went twice.
No, the morel season was not this season. We went at the well, I guess it was. She's only been here 6 months. Yeah, okay, so we went twice this season. Once for morels and once for chanterelles.
And we found both times.
We took mushroom fairies both times, and they found mushrooms.
Adis is a mushroom fairy, and so is Ivy, but y'all haven't met Ivy yet.
Maeve is a flower fairy.
That is true. She loves pink and flowers and cats. I
And
know
Rosie.
many things about May.
Yes, I love Rosie.
And Rosie. And Bella.
Yeah, I love everything.
Yeah, I love everything.
She loves everything. She doesn't call nothing.
I love skunks, especially.
The last garlic.
Yes!
Dun, da, da, da.
Quite a bucket of stuff.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to put all the vinegar. Hey, are we gonna just throw all these other things in there? Do we have to crack the peppercorns or any of that stuff? Do we
We're
need?
just going to show it to the people, talk about it, and add the stuff.
Are you sure?
So, while you're sitting there, Belle, why don't you tell us what the magical energies of garlic are, since you have your phonolator and stuff, and let's talk about the different magical properties that this particular potion has.
All this is going into there too, right? That bucket?
This bucket. Yeah, this is trash bucket.
Okay, magical properties of garlic. Well, garlic is, for one thing, is really good for your immune system.
Right.
I'm writing magical properties of immune system.
Keeps you well.
I did it a second time. Oh my god. When I was young, I would laugh about the old people having those problems that I was seeing on TV. And now. So garlic is most associated with protection. And, you know, that's one of the things we get about the vampires, right? Like you keep vampires away with garlic.
So garlic is good for protection. That makes sense on why it would be in a protective potion for your health.
Good for your blood too, right?
For iron.
I don't know exactly why. It's just good for your blood. Maybe it purifies it or something somehow.
Maybe. They say it's good for stomach aches, diabetes, snake bites, and even tuberculosis.
Garlic is good for your stomach too.
It's antiseptic and antibiotic. So that's really the big thing is it's antiseptic and antibiotic and protective. So anything that is antibiotic is protective because antibiotics protect you against biotics, hence the,
bacteria.
Yeah, bacteria.
Against life.
Antibiotics, right? That's what that means. So
Okay.
it also improves hypertension and can help with high cholesterol, which everybody in the house has high cholesterol, so maybe we should eat more garlic. Although I tell you, I don't know how we possibly could.
So what about the other things that are in this?
It's great for respiratory issues.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not done.
Oh no, if you're not done with garlic, let's keep going.
Magical properties of garlic are they guard against illness, theft, and possession by evil spirits.
You know, isn't that interesting that things that are antibiotic would also protect you from evil spirits?
Yeah, I see when you talk about that.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so the thing about back in the day, I'm trying to decide if I should walk back around there, but I really need to sit down. Back in the day, they said that when you were sick, you were possessed. Witches did. And witches would come over and they would exorcise the demon and you would get well. And so modern day science is like, oh, they didn't know what they were doing because they thought that disease were demons. And so they were wrong. Because we know now that the disease is caused by a parasite or a bacteria or something like that, right? Well, the thing about it is the bacteria and viruses and all of those little one-celled organisms operate with a collective consciousness, just like your body operates with collective consciousness. Your body is a bunch of little bitty cells that each one of them have an individual consciousness, no matter how small or rudimentary. But then there's a collective consciousness that is you. So you understand the collective consciousness of bacteria because you are basically a collective conscious. Well, when a bacteria invades the body, when you read it like a spiritual counselor, like somebody who's divining or a psychic or something, what you read is that collective conscience. And that collective conscience is attacking the body. So the words that you would use for that would be, you are possessed by a malevolent entity or spirit. And that is why they would say that. And then they would give you something like garlic that would exorcise the malevolent spirit and you'd get well. It's the same thing. It's just the language is different. And as you gain understanding, you find out that it's a language barrier more than different information.
I need a zester.
So
there's one in the little white bucket.
Okay, but I thought about zesting already, and one of the things that's happening to me is that because I removed the gloves, my hands are burning from all the ginger.
I'm gonna zest it.
I'm not asking you. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying my hands are burning from the ginger.
You
So
you
you
are
might
done for the day.
Want to put
gloves on, is all I'm saying.
I'm just zesting the orange.
I'm talking to
Oh, the
the
ginger.
beautiful woman in my apron that is doing my job. Okay, so there's another way to zest that might be very cool. And I thought about it. So you take the peeler
Yeah.
and you peel off you use the peeler on it, and then you chop it real small.
This is not what I was looking for. It's
Yeah.
green. The thing I'm looking for is green.
Not using
Okay. It looks like a cheese grater. Yep, that's
There
the one.
it is. It's got fuzz on it. I can see it. I'm gonna go get my coffee.
That's okay.
Dusty's like, I don't see fuzz, but if you think you saw fuzz from way back there, there must be fuzz.
This is the same thing they use on your feet.
Is it
Ew.
the same thing?
Yeah, it's a microplaner.
Oh, wow.
And you just scrape the top off.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Zesty.
Mm.
It wants the orange, but it wants the zest sans orange.
So, garlic's also known as an aphrodisiac, and it's associated with Hecate.
Hell yeah, it is.
So, let's just talk about why that would be. Because it reignites passion in you. If it's fighting immunity, then energetically it would be reigniting passion in you. What happens when you get sick is your fire gets put out. You get
Mhm.
your passion gets doused. What you want kind of goes away. You know how you're like ready to go out
Yeah.
any other night of the week, but suddenly you don't feel like going out and you've got a headache and you're all meh. It's because you don't want to do anything.
Yeah, it does take your fire.
It does. It takes your fire. So if anything that reignites that fire is also going to be an aphrodisiac. Okay, so let's pick another one you want me to look up.
The ginger. So we've
Ginger.
talked about garlic. Garlic is protection. Garlic brings your zest for life back. Antibiotic, antiseptic, gets rid of demons.
Magical properties of ginger. Healing, protection, spell enhancements.
Spell enhancements?
Manifesting abundance, prosperity, luck, passion, love, and energy. Man, that smells good. That orange really adds to it. Works on emotional, psychic, astral, and spiritual level to affect change to occur per your will.
It's definitely magic.
Yeah.
That. Anything else on ginger?
I'm looking. I had to get through all of the rigmarole that the writer of this website is talking about in their personal agenda. So
When they're like,
I first encountered ginger when I was
yeah,
walking through
yeah,
Milwaukee.
yeah, that
skip to recipe.
I know. No, it's the 5 minute.
Okay.
So it's like putting an octane booster in this.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
You want orange now?
Yes.
Oh, the magical properties of orange.
Prevents scurvy.
Yeah, that's not magical though.
Oh.
I mean, for the people with scurvy, it does. It seems like
It was magic a few centuries ago.
Yeah.
It was magic a few centuries ago.
You know, You're not wrong.
We're like, we don't care if it's witchcraft. This is good shit. I'm sorry. Swear.
Magical
I have
properties of
accidentally
orange are
dropped an
important.
F-bomb
Two.
already. Shut up! Anus is over there all quiet until she's got to correct me. You're allowed to correct me. In public.
Orange are associated with Gaia
Orange is associated with Gaia?
and fertility, happiness and cleansing.
Okay, see, that falls in line with that whole purification.
Well, you know, you want orange when you're sick, so because it's got the vitamin C in
It's
it.
got the juice.
But it also brings happiness. It's like infuses that happiness. You remember how I was talking about when you get sick, it's because you've lost that fire. You've lost that. It's also cleansing. If you use oranges, you'll have a cleansing effect of the undeserved kind.
So I got a story about that.
Oh God.
Dusty.
Oh no. Oh no. Sometimes you shouldn't tell stories. Is this one of those?
So a young
You guys gotta
So-
know I do my best.
Some magical properties of orange, you were saying.
All right, I'm not gonna tell it to you.
No, tell us.
No?
No, tell us.
Please.
So young Dusty, young homeless Dusty, had a job working at Kent State University. And I was also a little hippie kid, so we had decided that we were going to enjoy some activities that are enhanced by vitamin C.
Oh, okay. I know
Do
the
with that
story.
what you will. So I knew that we were going to be doing this, and so I had gotten a discarded quart of orange juice concentrate from my work, frozen. I took it with me that evening to Sharky's Hot Dogs. If you own Sharky's, I'm sorry. It didn't stay open long.
Ah, but it did.
So we went and we partook, and so we decided to go in the bathroom. We didn't have a cup. I don't know why we didn't ask the person in the back that worked at Sharky's that was our friend for a cup. Well, I didn't.
You thought that you would eat
Just
the concentrate.
Eat
It
the
would be
concentrate
yummy.
and I would drink water.
Yeah.
So, interesting thing about juice concentrate. It turns all the liquid it comes in contact with into juice. That counts for in your body too. So I spent the rest of that night learning how to get rid of orange juice out of my body,
Oh dear God, help us.
while everyone else was not doing that.
Oh no.
You turned into an orange.
That's right. You know, here's the thing. Kids are dumb. No, I'm just kidding. I was a dumb kid. That doesn't mean kids are dumb. I did a lot of
Everybody,
crazy-
everybody
So,
does crazy stuff.
While
every
I take a
once in
sip
while.
of this coffee.
Let's.
behind
Oh
me.
yay! Stop talking so I can tell you the magical correspondences of anise.
Ooh, nice. As you can see, anise.
Star anise.
we're going to add
Okay,
25 heads of star anise. By the way, let me say real fast before you go into that, Belle. What happened to the recipe?
Oh, it's on the floor right there.
Oh, goodness.
It
Okay.
moved.
So, I just want to say the things that we've already talked about. There's 2 pounds of onion in here. There's 2 pounds of garlic. We're working on 2.75 pounds of ginger. I've also added the 4 ounces or 6 ounces of Pablano pepper, 1.5 pounds of jalapeno peppers. We just put in 25 anise heads, and I cut up a grapefruit, 2 clementines, the zest of an orange, and the orange itself. Now, please.
Calm, good luck, and protection, psychic awareness. Anise.
Ooh.
Calm, good luck, protection, psychic awareness. So, being psychically aware is really, really important when you're sick, because what happens when you're sick, we've talked about this, disease is a space of being an imbalance. You are dis-ease.
Mm-hmm.
You're not at ease in your body. Something's wrong. And so you got to figure out, first of all, what happened to make you sick. When did it happen? And then go look back at what you did on that day and figure out what extreme emotion caused you an imbalance. What extreme thing happened that threw you off your balance. And once you find that, you can get well.
Okay.
Yes, it's all, even communicable diseases. Even communicable diseases, yes. Because if you identify with the lesson that the communicable disease is sharing, then you will get that disease even if somebody else has been exposed to it a lot more and they don't get it because they don't identify with the lesson.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about emotional vibration and what you're thinking and feeling at any given time. If you're aware, then you will be well faster. So our Anise, by the very nature of being a star, shines a light or highlights where you were sick at so that you can get well.
Nice. Nice. We already looked up oranges.
Yes. Yes, we have oregano. Oregano's one on Mama Bella's magical, you gotta sick so you can get well now.
So I just want to say, when you go into it, will you tell us how much we're putting in?
Yes.
It's supposed to be one bunch of oregano. We couldn't find oregano that was fresh.
Well, we have oreganos, but they're directly under our bees, and so we do not get to it because we do not want to disturb the bees. Okay, how much oregano? A bunch. It says a bunch of oregano. That is very descriptive.
I think it says one bunch.
It does. A bunch of oregano and a bunch of thyme, which is... So they're saying oregano brings happiness and joy, psychic dreams, good health, and it's antibacterial.
Mm-hmm. Oregano oil is so good for you and so powerful that it can burn your skin.
Oh yeah.
if you put, but you can take it in capsule form and it will up your immune system like a crazy person.
Still has to have a carrier oil. You have to mix it with if you just encapsulate for the viewers. If you just encapsulate essential oil of oregano, you will give yourself an ulcer.
Think
A
about it.
lot of essential oils, really, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yup. Whew, yeah, you can really screw yourself up with essential oils if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yes, indeedy. So you're ready to take magical herbalism, huh? That's a fun class.
Well, it's the Steve Theological Seminary.
That's what it looks like.
At Woolston State Theological Seminary, you can take a magical herbalism class.
Yeah.
Wiccan Seminary.
Larissa, I can't wait to take magical herbalism.
Oh, wiccanseminary.edu. Yes, sir, ma'am. Everybody.
Yes, sir, ma'am.
Yes, sir, ma'am, and everybody. So you're supposed to. It's protective and
Okay. I'm
ruled
using
by
it.
Venus. Attracts love into your life.
And then there was one.
What is the next one? Time?
Yep.
Oh. My foot's doing that thing again. I'm gonna have to get you to rub it. THYME.
Mm-hmm.
Healing properties of time. Hello, pretty Maeve.
We joined back again.
You're doing back again? You're back in the studio audience?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fan favorite Maeve is back in the audience.
Thyme is a stimulant herb known to enhance circulation.
Ooh.
Yeah, magical properties. Encourage purification, protection, cleansing, healing.
psychic awareness, energy, strength, and courage. I believe that all of these are pretty much going to put in the same kind of energy. What do you think?
I think so. But I also think that we should take this and whiz it up. It's supposed to be grated.
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be grated.
Oh, sorry. Woohoo! Love it. Oh, we've got an Aria in the studio audience as well. Hi, Aria.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
So can we put the thyme in?
Yes.
There's a bunch of thyme.
I'm gonna show the people. We actually do grow thyme though.
What do you want me to do?
Rip
Just
it
throw
apart
the
and
whole.
throw it in.
Okay.
I mean, you can
But
throw it
I
in.
was looking up the properties of things. I had a
Sure.
job. I was doing it.
Yeah, one job.
My hands hurt from the ginger.
Baby.
Yeah.
Do they
I have
hurt too much to do that?
No, I'm gonna do this, but I just don't want to do a whole lot more. I just put lotion on my hands because they're hurting.
Oh.
So
Let's see, put lotion on, my bad.
yeah, the peppers are burning. Are you gonna cut this pepper up
No.
so I put it in whole?
You.
I worry.
They're cayenne. I'll cut them up if you want me to cut them up.
Yeah, I do. I don't. They're very. I mean, I don't want them to just reconstitute. I want to get the properties into the stuff.
Mm-hmm. I'll do it.
Protection. Black peppercorns is protection, release of negative energy, inner strength.
How many? A cup?
We should put all of them that we bought. Yeah.
Yes.
It says 1 cup. You are correct. Confidence, exorcism, and release jealousy. Protection, release of negative energy, inner strength, confidence, exorcism, and release of jealousy. So,
Interesting. There's got to be a magical thing that connects, or a physical mundane thing that connects.
well, let me
to.
tell you what the healing properties are.
Okay.
Stimulant, diaphoretic, expectorant, carminative, antispasmodic, antioxidant, and antimicrobial.
What's carminative?
Okay, Google. Define carminative.
Here's the definition of carminative, chiefly of a drug, relieving flatulence.
Carminative means it makes you not farty.
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
Thanks, Google.
Protection against the evil eye and courage, too. So, fun. All right. Magical property of Rosehips. Are you having fun, my beautiful little fairy child? You are?
I'm just hungry.
Oh, I guess we are going to want to feed them. What are we going to do about the food? And
Man,
hadn't got that
welcome to I haven't thought of that. I'm in the middle of this.
far. What are we going to do about food, Maeve? Rose hips.
I don't know. Maybe have an orange or two.
Well, that's a solution I can get behind. We'll have 2 oranges for dinner, thank you. Luck and rose hips are chock full of everything. Chock full of everything. Luck. Look at that manifestation, fairy girl.
I actually caught them
You did too.
right before they almost fell
And
off
do you
the
know what you're
table.
gonna do now?
What?
Peel them and eat them.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Luck, good fortune, love, health,
self-love, beauty, peace, anti-nightmare, protection, money, prosperity, confidence, family and friendship, divination, truth, charms. So, pretty much all of it. Just, like everything you might possibly need, that's in there. That's Rosehips. It's just, everything. All of it.
What about hibiscus?
Okay, hibiscus. Magical properties of hibiscus. Now, people often think they don't know anything because they can't rattle off all of the magical properties of stuff. Now, I can talk about the magical properties of a lot of things that I have worked with, but I can't rattle off the properties of everything. I don't think that anybody can. You'll learn what you work with over time, and you'll have a working knowledge of that. And then as you work with new things, you should just look them up and find out what they do. And this is not the first time I have looked up the magical properties of orange. I just don't necessarily remember because I don't use it all the time. Hibiscus. Every time I say hibiscus, I have to suppress the urge to talk about an ailing hibiscus because of Granny Clampett.
I just loved the hibiscus tea when we actually made it.
Yeah.
But I love the smell before it was made too.
That smells yummy, Maeve.
I know. Do you want one?
No, I'll get one over there. I don't want to take yours. Hibiscus flower has long been used by witches and wizards to attract love, lust, passion, and for prophetic dreams. Carry the dried hibiscus flowers in a sachet to bring on passion and love. Hibiscus flowers aid in divination when placed in a wooden bowl containing water, amplifying scrying abilities.
I love it.
The blossoms are used in love incenses and sachets in the tropic. The blossoms are placed in wreaths and marriage ceremonies.
Oh, the smell of love.
The smell of love. Okay,
I love
harmony,
the smell.
joy, love, independence, passion, magical catalyst, divination, and balancing chakras. Magical catalyst.
I know, makes me really excited to put it in here.
Yeah. Sounds like it's the key ingredient.
So we're supposed to only put in grapefruit, bunch of oregano, thyme, orange, rose hips, 1 cup of rose hips.
Yeah,
So,
we don't
but
have a
we
cup.
looked them up, and the sorrel was really good too. Okay, horseradish. That's a horse of a different color. Why are you so cute, Mae?
Because she laughs at your jokes.
That's the one. That'll get you every time.
That's how I got in.
That's how he got in. Okay, health benefits of horseradish.
How'd it go?
We're still live, John. Yeah, we're still doing it. Dusty wanted to take the long road, and it wiped out my ability to stand there and keep doing it. So
I wanted to take the
I'm entertaining from the sidelines. No, I wanted to take the shortcut and not peel the ginger, but it was dirty. And Dusty was like, "No, Bella, long road," which was the correct way to do it. Shortcuts get you in trouble. Okay.
horseradish.
Nutrients galore. Nutrients galore. Calcium, fiber, folate, manganese, magnesium, potassium, vitamin C, and zinc. Naturally antibacterial. It has a component called allyl isothiocyanate, which kills bacteria and microbes. It boosts circulation and clears mucus. It's a weight loss aid. It speeds up metabolism.
helps with digestion, supports immunity, anti-cancer, diuretic qualities. All of those things. Very, very healthy. But it didn't tell me any magical properties. Magical properties of horseradish is what we're looking for. I'm going to try again. Magical properties of horseradish.
Like, it's too medicinal. All of its magic has been proven to be, or has been proven, so
Yeah,
now it's all science.
So it's good for health and healing. No, I'm kidding. No, horseradish is good for a lot of things, like, you know, protection and stuff like that. But let me pull it up. Magical uses. Yeah, it's mostly protection, you guys.
That's funny.
Diuretic, kidney disease, stimulates digestion, magical powers. Sprinkle dried powdered horseradish around your house to repel negative energy and negate any spells against you. Oh, so it's a curse breaker. Horseradish is a curse breaker. Nice.
Also, if you're going to grow horseradish, do it in a bucket because it'll take over your whole garden.
Okay. Cayenne pepper. It's time for me to drink water.
Oh, since you talked about it, let's put it in.
Yes.
We could not find horseradish that was not already grated horseradish. But this is 100% horseradish, so.
So cayenne pepper is related to is from the capsaicin family, and is full of goodness and love. It is used in spells to remove obstacles and blockages that may keep you from obtaining a specific goal.
Oh, totally. No, you can't get too medicinal. All this will work on top of each other. I was just making a joke that they had decided that it was so medicinal it didn't get to be magical.
Medicinal is still very good, though.
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't think that, just so you know.
Oh, I'm answering people's questions.
Oh. It's also pain relieving. It's anti-inflammatory. It's cancer fighting.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh.
Whoo, that horse is radishy.
Cardiovascular health, immune support, digestive health. It's good. Cayenne is just, if you're going to make something that's healthy, like a helpful tonic, you should just have cayenne pepper in it. I mean,
It's also good for topical. Cayenne.
mm,
Yeah, I have some stuff that's for my back.
hmm
It is a cayenne propolis
Speaking of propolis,
spread for my back.
My back.
My back.
Cayenne pepper is good for protection too.
Hey, there we go.
You can spray it in someone's face and they'll leave you alone.
what'd you say?
Cayenne pepper is good for protection too. You can spray it in someone's face and they'll leave you alone.
Ooh, yes, they will leave you alone. Where'd my royal jelly go? It's right here.
It's right there.
I love royal jelly.
I know you do. When you get older, you can have all you want.
It'll be like nom 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 nom.
Then babies are like, "Can I have royal jelly?" And Bella's like,
No.
I think it will have negative side effects with the fact that you're still going through puberty,
I only
or
am
that you
going.
haven't actually started puberty yet."
Royal jelly is what they feed the queen bee to make her the queen. And queen bees have, they make a baby every, 25 seconds
It's
still.
pretty
Yeah, a
quick.
lot. Yeah.
Midnight, like
yeah. They're
it's
just pumping them out.
4 a minute or 5 a minute, and I think that developing, and it's powerful stuff. I mean, it's really good, but it changes you from never having eggs to putting out lots.
And we're not ready for you to lay eggs yet.
Yeah, your egg laying days hadn't started, so you can just forget about it.
I love royal jelly though, and I love how it's so.
This one is not as good as the other one.
Wait, what?
You won't like this one
What do
as
you
much as the other one tastes.
even better.
No, it's got a weirdness taste, you see?
Now I do.
Now you do. It's got this one.
It's
not
from
just-
French.
It's got bee pollen,
French
propolis,
bees, yo.
ginseng, and eleutherol.
Ooh. Trying to quit. Used to have a 3 eleutherol a day addiction and just can't be in the same house with that stuff, Bill.
Okay, Google. What is eleutherol?
Incredibly addictive. That's what it is.
Henry Thoreau.
That's right. Walton Pond.
My boy.
Hello, Ramsey.
Hello.
Dusty.
Yeah.
You know how you wanted to take bee pollen and propolis and ginseng every day?
Yeah.
So it's in
Sorry,
this
something
royal
went
jelly.
wrong. Try again in a few seconds.
It's in this royal jelly. And you know how royal jelly is so good?
Yeah. Yeah, that's up.
Mm-mm. No, that has just turned into medicine. That is not such a sacred ritual anymore.
Oh,
This is.
I will call that.
Don't call it diet. You
This
might get
is
unlucky.
thick and not as tasty as just straight regular royal jelly. In case you're wondering, it's really good for you though. It has bee pollen, propolis, and I'm gonna figure out what this other thing that they're talking about is. Eleutherol.
Do you know what eleutherol is out there in TV land?
They're gonna look it up on the internet now. It's Siberian ginseng.
That's eleutherol.
Mm-hmm.
I love ginseng.
I just suck out all. Out all the juice and then.
Is
just
that what
eat
you
the
do?
orange, yeah.
Yeah,
You just
know
suck
they
out all the
sell
juice?
Propolis for
Mhm.
like $100 a pound.
Yeah, but you get like 1 tablespoon of propolis out of your hive a day.
Well, it depends on your strain of bees. Like some strains of bees, like well, not strains, are actually called races. Yeah, there's Italians. There's
Right, which is what we've got.
we've actually got Carniolans.
Oh, I thought those were Italians.
No.
Okay.
And then there's Caucasian bees. There's Russian bees. There's African bees. Yeah, and the Caucasian bees actually make a lot of propolis. That's part of their genetics, and they're like have a higher mite tolerance and stuff too.
Oh, really? Well, what's up with our bees?
Carniolans are they're good producers, and they're good at like they could overwinter well, like with a smaller number, and then rebound real fast.
We saw that case.
Yeah.
Our little ladies, they work hard in the winter and they stay nice and healthy. Their hives end up being so warm that 3 feet of snow that is on them just melts off of it. There's 3 feet of snow everywhere else, but the hives are clear.
Are you saying they work hard for the honey?
So hard for it, honey.
I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
can't
literally
help
to
it.
death. Yeah, they keep the inside of that cluster at a balmy 95 degrees all through the winter, no matter how cold it is outside, even if it's below 0.
Yeah. They are living inside of the hot tub. I don't know if you've noticed.
There's bees in there?
Oh, no.
under the lid. They're not making like a nest. They're just hanging out because it's warm
Like
and it's
still?
wet. Yeah, last night or the night before.
Oh, wow.
So,
Oh, they're probably attracted to that water too. I don't know. They like weird water sources.
they do like brownie.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
They like the yuck water down by the river too. We give them fresh water and they're like, I want it out of the
Take me
hose.
to the river.
But the dirty hose, not the hose water.
Yeah. It's like the nastier the water, the more they love it.
They can taste the nutrients. Bee boba.
Yeah, like
Did you say bee boba?
Yeah.
Oh.
What's bee
I remember I was
boba?
working at the
Bubble
campground in concrete, you know, and there's a
Oh.
an issue with one of the sewer lines, so we had to dig it up, you know, and we had it exposed, and all of a sudden I noticed, you know, some of my bees flying in there. I'm like, what are you doing in there? Get out.
Uh,
Yeah, they like yuck.
they like yuck. That is true.
They like what's yuck.
Yeah, they like yucky water. They're rough and tumble girls. They're not little ladies. They're like, yeah, construction workers. Me. Let's build. Right now, all the bees are kicking the drones, which are the males, out of the hive for the winter so they can starve to death.
Yeah. Because they literally don't do anything but, you know, mate with the queen maybe once, you know. Some of them just do nothing but lay around and eat honey and brew sources.
And never actually contribute to making babies.
Yeah, this time of year they've had about enough of it.
They were slacking.
Right.
Get it? The Pokemon's
They're like, get a
slacking.
job or get out.
And they're like, but I don't know how to work. And they're like, then get out.
They're just
There's-
slackings.
There's something so tranquil about going out to the bees, though, like all jokes aside.
Yeah.
If you've never kept bees, oh, I just fucked up my nail polish.
Oh, no.
With this, I just took a chunk out of it.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry.
You just said a cuss word.
I
You did right
did.
there on live.
I did.
Right there, right now.
Well,
Yes,
when you spend
indeed.
$60 on your nails and then carve a chunk out of them while you're making fire cider, you're going to get a pass on your cuss word, too.
I don't know. I think the FCC is going to be calling you.
The FCC won't let me be or let me be me, so let me see. They tried to shut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without me. A tisket, a tasket. I'll go tit for tat with anybody who talking this shit, that shit, Chris Kirkpatrick. You could get kicked worse than the little Limp Biscuit. Them Obi, you could get stomped by Obi, you 36-year-old bald-headed. Look, you don't know me, you're too old, let go, it's over. Nobody listens to techno, let's go.
I didn't mean to get you started.
When the bin is too full, you can hand it to me and I'll empty it out.
You're awesome.
That was like, oh, I pushed the start button. It did.
You press the start button and now you have to press the end
freestyle
button.
I wish that was me freestyle, and that's me completely ripping off Eminem.
She said I needed to press the off button. Maeve, humans have a whole bunch of off buttons, but if you touch any one of them, they'll put you in jail.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh,
Not allowed to turn off humans.
Mm-mm. Nope.
why?
You're just allowed to turn them on. It's the law. They won't let you turn humans off. They'll put you in jail for it.
Yeah, if I hit the button that turns you off, I'll go to jail for child abuse.
No, murder.
Maybe even murder.
Mm-hmm.
But you can always turn that.
turned off then.
No, you don't. You don't want to get turned off. That's bad.
Nothing to get turned off.
You die.
Yes.
You're
Tune
caught
out,
in my
but don't
web.
drown.
That's right.
Can I please have another
Sorry.
orange? They're really good.
Bro's attacking me.
What is that pile of thing over there?
Tumeric.
Turmeric. We didn't do turmeric. Turmeric's good stuff.
It is. You want to tell us what's up with turmeric?
Yeah, and I also want to talk about what's up with the apple cider vinegar because that is the fire.
In the fire side.
It's
Wait, that.
Oh, my tea. It's tea time. I'm making tea.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Tumeric's good for pain relief.
Yeah, it is. It's good for inflammation.
Turmeric's good for a lot.
Great.
Of
My
stuff.
mother has a whole bunch of inflammation.
Aw.
Oh, bless her heart.
Her mom's just laughing in the background.
It's just cracking up back there.
Like, I
Like
do
a
have a lot of inflammation.
Well, they do say it's the inflammation age, right?
It's just like the ice age, except with inflammation.
Good night, everybody.
Tip your bar.
No, don't leave.
Well, we got to the end of that ginger. Yeah.
You got all yours cut up?
Yeah.
Into little pieces?
Oh, you gotta cut in little pieces too? All right. Well, I guess I got work to do.
I have thought.
It's getting there, though.
Yeah.
We do not
I gotta
have
peel
food.
Excellent.
What are your thoughts?
First,
We have no idea.
I'm gonna make sure all the
We have no idea
peelings are
together.
off the
Smart.
My thought was.
Great job, Midnight. That's a very smart idea.
Okay,
Oh,
so
thank
pizza.
Yeah.
Do you want to order pizza?
Yeah,
You get
pizza.
pizza.
Oh, I might be able to get us a discount if I order.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ada, do you want pizza?
Sure.
You did not look at me with enthusiasm when
Oh,
I.
no, sounds good.
Okay.
We will need at least 2, if not 3, and we need the big ends from there to feed everybody.
Well, we need to know if everybody's going in because I have spent quite a bit.
Gotcha.
You know my spot. I have
I
my
think that's
orange
smart.
ones and me.
Hey,
What?
I love you guys. But if you guys are going, if you guys are going to play sister games, we need you to play them in the other room. But you are more than welcome to be in here. Our people do love the children. Very much so.
Do you want to go in on pizza?
Yeah, Rico's Pizza, you get chicken and pineapple with white sauce. Well, no, pink sauce, actually. They do pink sauce there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so good.
I like pineapple.
I just so happen to know the manager.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I
Tacos.
like bacon and onion, but nobody eats that. I mean, anyone's welcome to, but most people are like, bacon and what? That's a dumb pizza. Real good.
And I'm like,
I have never seen
I want to try
But
that.
Oh, that's what I
Fast, oh my
brought
God, it's-
yesterday. Was the
Uh,
tacos.
What's your favorite pizza out there in Pizza Land, y'all? Metal is good for inflammation, and pepperoni or peppermint for pain. Not pepperoni for pain, but I would tell you what, if I'm in pain, give me some pepperoni. I'll probably get over it relatively quickly.
Do you think the kids want this, or do you think they want to wait on pizza? Or both?
Mm,
You want to wait?
pizza.
Okay. Oh, well then let's do something else.
I just love the chain thing.
We make quesadillas.
Is that what we're gonna do instead?
Um,
I'm about it. I'm not attached to anything.
I can do it with this.
I bought a boatload of cheese.
you brought a boatload of cheese.
Yeah,
You did, and there's muffins over here.
yeah.
And a bunch of pies.
Yeah. I was thinking ahead to that one too.
You sure were. We have tons of food. I didn't realize there was this much food over here.
Yeah,
Oh,
I had to go shopping because I got a letter saying it's getting too many
They have
Yeah.
Food stamps?
yeah accumulating. Because I'm used to not having them, you know.
Right,
So I still eat like I don't have them. And plus I eat here too, you know.
right. Right. Washington wants you to be taken care of. Washington gives a shit if your basic human needs are met.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Better than most states.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you've obviously lived here too long. You have forgotten what Wyoming was like.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I will never
You're
forget
welcome.
living in Ohio and
That's
Georgia
okay.
and
Thank
not
you.
being taken care of because they're like, if you die, we don't have to worry about you. So if you would just have some couth about you and die, we would appreciate that.
What are we talking about
The
now?
medical systems in Ohio and Georgia.
Oh yeah, true.
Like just get it done.
I can't believe how rude you are, staying alive and stuff.
Yeah. We have made it very easy for you to kick the bucket, and yet here you are, persisting.
This is pure stubbornness.
Persisting. You said persisting.
Yeah. Well, isn't that the against all odds she persisted or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Persevere. We're just persevering. Look, he's lingering.
Yeah. That's probably how they see it. Yeah, you can say a lot of things about Washington State, but they do care that you're on health insurance. They do want you on health insurance.
Yeah, and they do care, like about like people's rights, like LGBTQ, minorities, or indigenous people, our state is actually, really,
This is chili
considered of all that.
that you could put in quesadilla.
Definitely compared to other places
Ooh,
I've
this
been.
is the.
Actually, I love the state.
Did you hear that Fox News came to Seattle to try to ask people to talk about the lawlessness in Seattle? And they were like, I don't think you're in the right city, man. There's not lawlessness here. And they're like, you're lying. And they're like, no.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's also
Yeah,
not
just
enough.
like, they sent, news reporters to, even when there was the talk, and then when they're down there, it's just like a festival, just laid back,
Yup.
People making art.
Yeah. They're like, the whole point of this is to show you that without your wall of oppression,
Yeah.
we do just fine. And then someone got hurt, and they were like, well, now you want our help, and you said you didn't want any government help. And they're like, that's not what we said.
It wasn't government, it was police.
And then wasn't the mayor, like, or the chief was like, yeah, you're making it really hard, yeah, because, a couple people did get hurt, like, at nighttime or whatever, but,
Right.
it's like, yeah, but, yeah, it's kind of cool how, they were on board at letting, them, like, try their experiment,
Yeah. All of it is officially peeled. All the ginger. We have made it, y'all. We made it to the end of the ginger.
I did not realize how hungry I was.
I would like to say, before we get finished with this, that I really appreciate the people that hung out with us, learned some magic, talked a bunch of junk, listened to stories. It's a lot of fun. I'm glad that we have this platform that we can reach out. Aquarian Tabernacle Church is one of the largest pagan churches in the entire world, and we want you all to know that we're here and that we're here for you. If you're in jail, we might be able to send you some material. If you're already receiving material and you're allowed to have your pentacles and stuff, the ATC is the reason that you can, and we're really happy to help. If you want to learn about magic, we've got the Wolstenstein Theological Seminary, the nation's only legal degree-granting pagan body that is that is legal to give out degrees from associates to doctorate in Wiccan ministry. We also run one of the largest children's programs in the entire country called Spiral Scouts, where we teach our kids to be future stewards of the earth. It's not like Boy Scouts in that we're not here to militarize our children, but it is like Boy Scouts in that we work together and we earn badges and we learn life skills. So the ATC's here for y'all. We want to help you learn. We want to learn with you. We want to hear from you. We want, if you have desires to work in the community as a leader, we want to help you get the credentials that you need to do that and the training that you need to do that well. So just know we're here for you. We're here for you and we're happy to be. This is literally what gets each of us up in the morning, is the idea of helping out the pagan community. A lot of pagan groups, they do a lot of good for the people in their group, and that's awesome. But one of the things I love about being part of the ATC is that the work that I do every day helps the world of paganism and not just the people in my circle. It's a big deal. Super big deal. So Ella had said turmeric. We got a cup of turmeric here, powdered. There you go. These are our homegrown chili peppers. Take the stems off of them. These are actually cayenne. Long, thin cayenne is what it's called, or what these are called. They are great. Let's throw these in here and then give these a little chap. So completely non-pagan question. Anyone out there playing Baldur's Gate yet? Woo! That's a good game. I'm playing it.
I love watching my mother play it. I gave it 999 stars out of 10.
What? That's a lot of stars out of 10.
Wow.
I mean, if I could.
I like it. You can give things as many stars as you want.
Yeah, who says he can't?
Yeah. I had some kid come up to me not too long ago and say, "Why are you wearing a kilt?" And I looked up at his dad in his dad's America First MAGA hat, and I smiled and I said, "Because I live in America and I get to look like and do whatever I want." And then I smiled at the dad, and the dad said, "Well, that's true." And they walked off.
I just love hearing that crunch.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The satisfying crunch, huh?
If I could, I would just
Ginger crunch.
I would just, every time that you did the crunch thing, I would just fast forward it down.
I think I've got a little bit of a burn.
Really? From using this? I can do the rest of them.
Oh, that's alright. It ain't nothing but a thing.
I'm not cutting them up quite as fine as you are, so...
Yeah, this is fine as hell.
Hell yeah. Fine as hell. I'm gonna take half of these. Like so. There we go.
Although, to me, heck sounds better. Heck, yeah.
This is a $200 knife. I got it at Goodwill. For not $200.
Much this knife is, but it's cool.
That is a good knife. The block set of knives was like $150. Came with 3 knives and like 3 big knives, 3 specialty small knives, like a paring knife and a steak knife and like a bowling looking knife. And then it came with 6 steak knives.
Does it come with scissors too? Culinary scissors?
No, but I fucking love. Excuse me. I love culinary scissors. Warning: Dusty drops an F-bomb in this more than once. So I think we're up to 3.
Maybe 4, because I actually heard you do one while you're doing it, and you didn't, and you probably didn't know that you dropped an F-bomb. And an S-bomb too.
Oh yeah? I said silly?
No, not silly.
Stinky?
No,
Scrumptious?
no,
Spatula?
no.
No.
You said the one that you said the one that was literally like the most inappropriate for eating one.
Is it the one that means poop?
Yes.
Yeah.
That one.
Stinky pot poo poo. That's the one.
Yeah.
Starts with an S.
Stool.
Stool. Yeah.
No.
Well done.
Great job, Midnight.
You know, you are a good cheerleader, and I appreciate you. Okay, is that all of them?
Yep. Yeah, we needed that kind of encouragement.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. That's everything except the vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar.
So,
Oh yeah.
watch this.
I would love to do that.
That's gotta smell. So we're saving these.
Under the glass.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
nice.
reason we're saving these is we're gonna put this back in here when we're done.
Oh.
Now I'm gonna show you a trick I learned while working at a bar. I did. Had a lot of different jobs. One of them was working at a bar.
That actually smells like alcohol. What happens if some spices into your mouth?
Kind of cool, right?
No, not kind of cool. So cool. I give that infinity stars
Just gotta give her a spin.
and 999
Turn
likes.
it up, and then, yep, and now pick it up.
Like a vortex.
Did I try?
No, ma'am. This is too possible for a mess to be made.
Acidic mess.
Yeah. Okay, two more.
I think that's the bestest one at making that cool thing.
And we'll wash these and put them up. Okay, so this is gonna take like 1 to 3 months to sit here.
What?
True.
If I could,
Okay.
I would just put my finger in there
All right.
until you.
I'm gonna
it
bring
was
you over
dry
to look
inside.
real quick at what we've made.
I want to see too.
There you have it. Now, I'm gonna take this, give it a little spinny poo.
That's some medicine there.
See that?
Oh wow.
All that good. So, if you could smell it, I'm telling you, it smells pretty wild. So, Midnight was with us. I was with us. Bella was with us. Maeve. Hi, Maeve. Adis. And we appreciate you guys being with us. We hope you learned something about Fire Cider. Hope you enjoyed hanging out with us. We'll do more of this at a later date. I love you guys much. We'll talk to you all soon.
Could I put the lid on?